It is 10-2 Auburn Tigers versus the 9-3 Opelika Bulldogs. James, who you have between Auburn and Opelika?
Yeah, this is just written in the script. You know, Auburn Opelika to face to go to the state championship. Feels like a movie script, really does.
101st Auburn Opelika rivalry. Couldn't get any better than this for the third round of the playoffs, and it's just going to be an exciting matchup. And I can't wait to commentate this one for Auburn Opelika. This is going to be a fun one.
Auburn High School Enterprise, a great day to be an Auburn High Tiger, coming off the best win of our lives against Opelika 17. We're still better than them at everything. Let's go Tigers.
The importance of a yeah, we're back to work. I took time off while the rappers got jerked. Due to the fact they whacking their track. Have to go back and stack cause they lack the ingredients. EP&D and scraps for that. Yo, I'm the hip-hopper, plus the soul shopper. Down with MD, yes, the microphone doctor. One wrecks, the other destroys. And if you think you're ready to mess, kill the noise. We don't play when it's time to slay. I get a cut from my homie, yo. Then I lay back and mac and all the rhymes I pack. And wait for a sucker to jump and then attack.
Yeah. 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 Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Cardi.
Will drops back, throws it deep, and it's gonna be caught by Joshua Askew. To the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Omar Matson in for the score.
13 hours till I land, had me out like a light, 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 like a light. Yeah, Pastor Dawson Sally sending texts, ain't sending kites. Yeah, he said keep that on like
Omar Matson's gonna score.
Yeah, it's absolute.
69.
Here trying to start a fight. Trying to start a fight. You ain't got a chance, boy. What you think? I'm doing everything but the kitchen sink. I try to be feeling in the neighborhood. I know all the little grannies wanna sip their tea. And here you come, all barging in. All ugly like a brown fur cardigan. We can skip that monologue and arguing. I'm like, here trying to start a fight. Here trying to start a fight. Bang.
Wildcats team last week gave up 69 points against the Dothan Wolves. And James, can you tell us a little bit about that performance?
Yeah, they really struggled against the run game. Really, they're a veteran team, but here's Antonio Welch picking up the first down.
And could not be brought down there, but finally brought down. Myers alone in the backfield. He's going to throw another screen pass to Askew. Askew's going to cut up field. He's actually going to get a lot of yards there. And is up. And that kick is good. Joseph Daniel puts it up and through, and the Tigers are up 3-0 against the Enterprise Wildcats, sending Reese to the other side. Puts a man in motion. It's a fumble on the snap, and Burkhart's going to go all the way back to the 10-yard line, and he's going to be possibly brought down here. The Tigers can't get him. And it's Colin King with the sack. Finally brought Burkhart down at the 10-yard line, and some miscommunication brings Enterprise all the way back deep in their own territory.
Yeah, early miscues have been the story of this game so far. Enterprise couldn't get the snap off, and down goes Burkhart back in the Tigers' territory.
Yeah, huge sack from Colin King there. Looks like actually about the 11-yard line. So Enterprise going to be faced to punt this one again. So
Throws.
yeah, and you actually said that in the pregame show too. You were like, you need to see Auburn run the ball more.
Yep.
Now Myers going to run it himself up the middle, and Myers going to find a hole, and he's going to score! Auburn in for the score. Casey Myers runs it in for 6.
Yeah, Casey Myers is showing off his athletic ability with his legs, you know. Looks like maybe a little design run here. Myers taking the snap, big hole.
Great
Outruns
block.
the linebackers. 6 points for the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, Auburn getting that momentum back. You know, we saw they struggled the past few weeks, but that Opelika game I really feel like got a momentum. Burkhart's going to drop back and throw this one. Looks like he's going to actually try to run out of the pocket, but his own offensive lineman got in the way. And looks like helmet possibly came off there. No running back in the backfield for the Tigers. King in motion. Myers going to throw it to Askew again on another screen pass, and Askew looks like he possibly is going to pick up the first down here. Let's see the signal from the ref. And man in motion here for the Wildcats. And Houston's going to throw this one, going to find a man open, but he is brought down.
Man, Greg Williams, what a read.
And Greg Williams, I mean, just been insane. Been the talk of the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can see here, just read the quarterback's eyes so perfectly. Right as he threw it, great wrap-up tackle for the tackle for loss. Yeah, Greg Williams just the leader and heart and soul of this defense.
Houston going to drop back and throw this one. Tigers bringing the pressure here. Going to find a man open. And Tigers defense just brings him down. It's like Greg Williams again.
Man, he is just laying the hammer right now. You see number 3, Greg Williams, coming in hot. Boom! Big stick from Greg Williams there. Wide receiver.
Oh, it is a fumble. Ball is down, but picked up by a Wildcats offensive lineman. He's going to run it, but he's going to be brought down by Tigers defenders, and just a huge stick there by B.J. McGee.
Yeah, B.J. McGee, the blitz right here. Coming off the edge. No one touched him. Big hit. Great play from the Auburn defense.
This Auburn defense just going all over the place there. Greg Williams able to bring down Enterprise Wildcats offensive lineman back in the backfield. Casey Myers going to drop back. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw this one, and he's going to find a man open. It is Jaden King with the catch.
Man, what a play from Kaysen. Guy in his face, able to still make a great throw. Jaden King's there. Hauling the first down catch, moves him into the red zone.
The snap, the hold, kick is up, and it is, see the signal here, it is through. So Joseph Daniel gets the Tigers up 13-0. You see King in the backfield as well. Myers going to throw this one to Cash Reef. Cash Reef going to cut upfield to the 40, to the almost to the 50-yard line. It looks like he's out of bounds at about the 50, but good catch there and run by Cash Reef.
Yeah, I love that out of Kaysen. Read it really well. Got the ball out of his hands quick. Run after the catch for Cash Reef. Made a man miss. Great play from the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, see where they'll spot the ball. Looked like he was out. No, it looks like they marked him out about short of the 50 for the Tigers. Myers going to drop back. Feels pressure. He's going to throw this one. It's going to be caught by Levi Kelly. Levi Kelly breaks a few tackles. He keeps missing. And there it is to the 25-yard line. Levi Kelly with a great catch.
Yeah, great ball by Myers. Pocket kind of collapsing. Great catch from Levi Kelly. Able to get some yards after the catch. The Tigers are moving down the field.
And now Tigers faced with a 2nd and long here. Getting down towards halftime now, but Casey Myers going to drop back, throw this one. He's going to try to find a man wide open. And it is Joshua Askew with the touchdown. Another touchdown from Joshua Askew. We saw that happen in week 1 against Booker. Casey Myers is able to find his connection again.
Yeah, you love Myers dialing up the deep ball to his big play threat. Joshua Askew sat in the pocket. Great throw. Touchdown, Auburn.
Myers going to pitch this one to King. King going to try to find a hole. He gets a few yards there.
Yeah, great pitch from Kaysen, and King, just that explosive, just run, just really quick.
King in the backfield. Myers going to drop back to throw here. Myers finds a man open. It's B.J. Collins, and B.J. Collins looks like he's just short of the first down marker there. Let's see where the referee marks him.
Yeah, great job by the O-line, letting Myers sit in the pocket, deliver a strike to B.J. Collins. A little short for the first down, but great play.
Yeah, it looks like he's possibly out of bounds there. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 4th and short here for the Tigers. Be interested to see what Coach Etheridge does on this 4th down 1.
Yeah, I would think he puts the ball in Casey Myers' hands. Maybe a little run up the middle like we've seen so far.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. It looks like 4 receivers, actually. Jaden King going to line up at receiver, possibly. Actually, 5 out there.
Yeah, I'd like to see Casey just run off the gut here.
Actually, Myers going to throw this one here. Going to pick up the first down. Caught by Joshua Askew. Throwing up here on this 3rd and 6. Myers going to draw back and throw. Wildcats bring pressure. Finds a man wide open. Joshua Askew breaks a tackle. And Askew's going to cut up. And he's going to get a first down. Askew moving the chains.
Call his name again. Number 7, Joshua Askew. Just a big playmaker. Speedy guy. And boom!
Right
Takes the
there.
big hit.
Tackle.
Able to get off of it. First down Tigers again. Moving.
And he threw for 1 as well. Myers going to drop back here. Feels the pressure. He's going to throw this one deep. And that's just going to be way out of range. Joshua Askew looking for the flag, but it's like no call from the official here. Actually, was it a call from the official, so possibly a holding call here.
Yeah, it looks like Silas Johnson was getting a little too handsy with Joshua Askew. Holding on defense.
That's just, you can see right here.
Yeah, Silas Johnson right here on Askew just tugs on him a little bit, slowing him down. It's going to get the call every single time. Over Cooper Bailey.
And Daniel's kick is up and through. So the Tigers extend their lead 23-7 here late in the 3rd quarter. As Bichard with the movement there at the edge. And Houston's going to drop back. Feels the pressure, misses. And Houston is brought down.
Eli Scott coming off the edge. See 27 here. Eli Scott just going hunting for the quarterback. Great move. Pursues the quarterback and brings him down, forcing the Wildcats to punt the football away.
Auburn showing blitz, and looks like Reese going to run to the outside, but he is brought down. See a Tigers defenders there.
Again, Greg Williams, the captain. I mean, it just seems like he's everywhere tonight. I mean, another tackle for a loss.
3rd and 24 for the Wildcats, and it's another fumble on the snap, and Houston going to try to corral this one. He just bobbles it, and it is picked up by Aiden Parker, and Aiden Parker gets the fumble recovery here late in this game. He's finally brought down, but huge turnover forced there by the Tigers, and Mac Houston just had trouble with that snap and couldn't corral it there at the end.
Yeah, man, once again, this is the 3rd time trouble with the snap. Houston couldn't get on top of it. Aiden Parker, big heads-up play, picks it up. Auburn's got the ball again, looking to kneel it out. Get a big region win against the Enterprise Wildcats.
Cross lane able to snap it, and he's going to take it himself up the middle. He's just going to slide down to get that first down, and that should do it. Tigers should be able to just, let that clock run. Yeah, you can see obviously the clock's way ahead of the play clock, so yeah, the Tigers just going to pull their offense off the field, and that should do it for the game, as the Tigers are going to take this one 23-7 in a great region win for Auburn. And James, we'll talk about it later on the post game. But yeah, Auburn just very efficient tonight on the offensive side of things, and the defense as well just really stood out.
Yeah, Reese, you hit it on the head. I mean, going 2-0 in the region, big win. Offense played great. Defense hit on all cylinders. Really loved what I saw from the Auburn Tigers. Just a big, complete win.
Yeah, but don't go away, folks, because when you come back, we will be recapping tonight's game on AHS Postgame.
Hands, and he is a baller, but it might be someone else at quarterback here.
Alone in the backfield, no running back. LeKing going to drop back here. Colin King brings the pressure. LeKing's going to throw this one deep, and is intercepted by the Auburn Tigers. And they're going to return this one, going to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Touchdown, Isaac Benford with the pick 6 on the first play of the game.
Trying to figure out what this team looks like.
Going to take it for himself here, and he's just brought down by Greg Williams. Greg Williams with the body slam there. You mentioned in pregame, Greg Williams back again. One man in the backfield. Smith's going to run it to the outside. He's going to make a move, and Cortez Cooks brings him down. It's a fumble. I don't know if they're going to rule that a fumble, but it looks like the ref says down, yeah.
Yeah, official's going to say down, but a great heads-up play and chopping the tree down right there. Bringing up 3rd down and minimizing a gain and potentially even getting a loss on the play.
You can see here Cortez Cooks, and that I don't know. That looked like that could have been a fumble.
Unfortunately, we don't have the replay center in Birmingham like the Auburn University Tigers do to look at that play, but from our replays, might have been.
Jag still has the ball. Smith gonna hand this one off. Gonna make the man miss. He's gonna go up some more yards there, and Cam finally brought down. It's another fumble, and it is recovered by the Tigers. Auburn gets a fumble recovery, 2 defensive turnovers.
Yeah, if you're the Jaguars, that is not the start you expected, obviously. You cannot turn the ball over against this kind of defense. If you're trying to do a David v. Goliath, you can't put the ball on the turf there. A great strip that looks to be from Aiden Parker.
Yeah, Aiden Parker, huge strip there.
Yeah, he had a great game last week. Probably was one of the second best guy right behind the ever prevalent Greg Williams.
Able here from the 1.
He might be able to get a first down right here.
Gonna hand this one off to King, and King is in for the score. Auburn is now up 13-0 after, a short offensive drive, but Auburn was able to look pretty efficient there. The penalty kind of helped a little bit, but Casey Myers was able to get him down there, and Jaden King able to finish it off.
Yeah, when you have to do those quick change, when you're after a turnover, a fumble, an interception, a drop punt, you've got to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. And that,
obviously, coach trying to get him in there a little bit, and Smith gonna hand this one off again. Williams gonna go to the outside, and he's just gonna be brought down by a sea of Tigers defenders.
Yeah, looks like are going to look to do the same thing after Timothy Miles is able to get the stop. Looks like they're going tempo, and looks like there could be a gadget play right here to Askew, which getting one of the best players on the team.
And Askew's going to score on this one, and he just ran it all the way to the end zone with ease right there. Just a huge play by by Antonio Welch to run to the outside there and get a big touchdown for the Tigers.
Yeah, our camera, he's too fast. Our camera can't even keep up with him. Askew, one of a dynamic player for the Tigers. I was just trying to talk about, hey, this is try to give the Jaguar defense some credit, and Askew's able to get the ball on the end around and get a touchdown. It's come fast and furious tonight for Auburn.
Yeah, we finally get to see Antonio Welch, get a little bit of handles too, because he was able to hand it off as well.
Yeah, look, replay here, going whoop, able to get back, able to get around the D-line, and they're just not going to catch him. He is going to take it all the way, gets on the sideline, touchdown, and
another man in motion here for the Jaguars. It's going to be a fake handoff. Smith going to just lob this one. It's going to be intercepted by the Tigers. Coming up with it is Greg Williams. He's going to be brought down in Auburn territory. A younger guy, but stepping up hopefully next year in that leadership role. And Myers going to check this one down here to Levi Kelly. Levi Kelly's going to get a block there from Antonio Welch. Kelly to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds at about the 5.
Good play right there. Great blocking on those wide receiver screens.
Scoring drive for the Tigers, capping off that turnover.
Yeah, it's been a quick night for us. You see him in motion. Kind of usually toss right there. A huge block, able just to make the man move. And it's able to be a score for Jaden King, last week's leading rusher, looking to be that again today.
You see Jalen Huff in the backfield now, and Huff gonna get the carry up the middle, and Jalen Huff is into the end zone for a Tigers score. So Auburn capitalizes off another great field position and gets another score. Yeah, I mean, Cam Creighton, one of the fastest defensive linemen out there, and now Jag faced with a 2nd and long here, gonna throw a little pass to the side here, and he's going to be brought down by a sea of Tigers defenders. Micah Bowerstock first to get there, and you saw right there just a great defensive effort there from the Tigers.
Yeah,
the score last drive, but Myers going to try back out there again. We're going to see Myers draw back to throw here. He's going to throw this one deep. It is up and it's caught by B.J. Collins. B.J. Collins has no one behind him, and he's just going to sail into the end zone there. Touchdown, Tigers.
You look right here, shotgun formation, able to great pocket presence. It's able just to put it. Our camera can't even catch up with B.J. Collins. He's so fast. That's been a lot of the Auburn receivers tonight, and that's no disrespect to our camera crew there, but unfortunately, just couldn't hit it.
Cross lane going to throw this one here, and that is going to be caught for another Tiger touchdown. Antonio Welch gets his get back there as he's able to score, and the Tigers are now up 48-0. Antonio Welch dropped that last touchdown pass, but able to catch this one here.
Just go down, eat the yardage. We'll throw it deep and score a touchdown.
It's 2nd and 22 here, man in motion. And Myers just going to run it up the middle, make a man miss. He's going to break a few tackles, get it to the 10-yard line, and he's going to go down to about the 5-yard line. Great carry there from quarterback Casey Myers. We saw him use his legs last week, and he's using them again here. from the 4-yard line, even though they're up 49-0. And Myers going to drop back here, feels the pressure, going to throw this one to King, and it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown Tigers, and the Tigers going to extend their lead. That's 3 touchdowns tonight for Jaden King.
Yeah, you saw him with the celebration, uno, dos, tres. The hat trick now for Jaden King, able to continue to extend this lead. You know, even though it's a 4th down, I love that from Auburn. Watch this on the wheel route, wide open. The defender, number 17, Justin Rogers, couldn't get to the pylon first and able to slip in for an easy touchdown to put up the 50-burger with an extra point to go.
And that one is going to be up and through. Justin Daniel, perfect tonight on extra points. So it's now 56-0 right here, under 10 seconds to go. They're just going to take a short pass to LaKing Anderson, and he is going to drop it, and that will do it from the looks of it. Yeah, and that is going to do it, as you said, Trip, for the game. Auburn takes another win to improve to 4-1. They win 56-0 in this game against the Jaguars. But for me, myself, Reese Kinder, and my co-host Trip Upton, we're here for the Tigers. Myers drops back to pass. He's going to throw it up the middle. It's going to be Levi Kelly with the catch. He's going to make a move, get down at about the 40-yard line. Yeah. Levi Kelly really stepping up. It's going to be 3rd and goal here from the 10-yard line. Myers going to check this one down to the corner of the end zone. And we'll wait for the signal here, but I believe it is a touchdown, and it's going to be a touchdown by Levi Kelly. He gets his revenge after dropping that last pass. Going to be a handoff to Meadows here, and Tigers defensive line gets there, just every man on him. Not able to go anywhere, just stuffed at that line. Looks like Micah Bowerstock, the first one to get there.
Yeah, the senior Micah Bowerstock was back there in a hurry. 46 here. Wraps up Cameron Meadows, and the whole defensive line swarms him. The defensive line for Auburn showing once again why they're one of the best in Alabama.
Yeah, and that run defense for sure has been great the past few weeks. Some running backs come in here that have been really solid and just haven't been able to pick up those yards.
Yep.
Now Myers going to draw back to throw this one. Sees pressure, going to run this one right up the middle. Going to get a good block from Hampton Jordan. He's still going to the 50-yard line. He broke a tackle to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and he's going to be out of bounds near the 10-yard line. And looks like he fumbled it a little bit out of bounds, but a great run by Kason Myers.
Wow, Kason Myers just showing us again how athletic he is. Sees the blitz coming off the right side, decides to take off, makes a couple man miss. See here, takes off. Great block by Hampton Jordan downfield. Kason Myers just lets the legs do the rest. Puts the Tigers in scoring position.
Man in motion, Antonio Welch, and you called it there, James. It's a jet sweep. Welch going to get a good block. He's going to make a man miss, and it's going to be in the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the Tigers.
Cooks has stepped up in a big way.
Yeah, so now going to be a 3rd and 20 here for the Blue Devils, and Lowry going to try to find a man open. He's going to just chuck this one downfield, and that is going to be intercepted by the Tigers. It's going to be intercepted by B.J. McGee. And let's see, I don't believe there's any flags in the backfield. And B.J. McGee comes up with an interception.
Yeah, B.J. McGee, the veteran defensive back on this team. Don't really know what Lowry was doing there with that throw. Wide receiver kind of fell over, was in double coverage, but B.J. McGee was able to scoop it up, get the interception. Here we see.
Yeah, the reason I said flag there is because you saw brought down in the backfield, but I was wondering if there was going to be one, but there was no call, so maybe a slip or something. Running back in the backfield for the Tigers, all 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, and Welch going to try to get this one, but Myers going to run this one up the middle to the 20, to the 10. He's going to go to the end zone. That is a touchdown for the Auburn Tigers. Huge run from Kason Myers right up the middle. Great design play, and the Tigers are now up 20-0.
Yeah, Reese, that was the same play we ran earlier. It was a little read option. We had the 2 tight ends in. Antonio Welch comes in motion. Kason Myers able to read the linebackers, go straight up the middle. Touchdown Tigers, 21-0.
And now Daniel's going to attempt the PAT here. And like we said, that was just a great run from Kason Myers and showing off with his legs yet again. 2nd rushing touchdown of the season for him. So now Daniels with the kick. And it is going to be up and through, so the Tigers extend their lead 21-0 over the Moody Blue Devils. As Kason Myers, you see here, great run, just runs it right up the middle and is able to find a huge hole and get a touchdown. And that was a 5-play, 55-yard drive from the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, Kason Myers just showing off in this game, like you said. Right up the middle, beats out the safeties. Quick guy, touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, we see a lot of great dual threat quarterbacks, emerge to limit those penalties. Not going to be another handoff to Meadows, but he's down by Carnell Jackson. Actually going to stay up there. Going to make a few men miss, but he's going to continue to run backwards. And then he's finally going to be brought down by a ton of Tigers defenders.
Man, what a play by the Auburn defense. Carnell Jackson just bust right up through there. Wasn't able to bring down Meadows, but Meadows just kept going backwards. Not the smartest heads-up play there from Meadows. Puts him back in the Auburn goal, towards the Auburn goal line. You see here, Meadows just keeps backtracking. Parker with the missed tackle, but then Gampston and Eli Scott able to bring him down. But to start it was Carnell Jackson. Man, this Moody offense just really struggling right now. Can't get anything going.
Yeah, and you want to get those extra yards, but at the same time, you might just want to go down there and take the loss.
Yeah.
Auburn so far 3 drives, 3 scores, and now Myers gonna throw this one to the outside to Cash Reef, and Cash Reef gonna get a few good blocks there. He's gonna be brought down near midfield. Looks like the official's gonna mark him down about the 46, 47-ish yard line.
Yeah, I love that play. Cash Reef, just a really, really dynamic receiver. You see here, coming across the middle of your field. Gets the ball out quick from Myers. Great block from Levi Kelly. Auburn set up big. 50-yard.
And now going to be a 3rd and long here for the Tigers. And Myers going to throw this one. Going to be a first down. And he's going to be caught, make a man miss. And he's going to finally be brought down. Joshua Askew with a great catch. Another outstanding catch from Joshua Askew.
Yeah, that's our guy, wide receiver 1, Joshua Askew. Able to create a lot of separation. Here we see a little comeback route. Myers puts it on a dime. Makes a couple people miss. Joshua Askew strikes again.
AC took some ankles right there. Whoop! And he was able to get to where he on a 1st and 10. Gonna check it. By the Tigers. It's gonna be returned for a touchdown. Aiden Parker with the pick 6.
Wow. Aiden Parker with the good hands play, man. Tipping the ball up in the air, grabbing it. Pick 6 Tigers.
A great lead so far, and you can see on this replay.
Yeah, Parker 11, tipping it up in the air, able to bring it down. Touchdown Tigers. Aiden Parker, heads up play. The big linebacker, able to read the eyes of Lowry very well. This Tigers defense just showing up big these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and defensive coordinator Coach Scott Goldsby, just a really well-minded defensive coordinator, has been able to do a lot for Auburn in his tenure here. And you see this Tigers defense just carrying all the momentum in this game so far. Roll up something to move these chains and possibly score before half. You want to get something on the board before halftime, or else this Auburn team will run away with it. Looks like it's going to be a run play, and he's going to be brought down. Just a great tackle there for the Tigers.
Yeah, Eli Scott wasn't touched. Came off the edge. See here, just like a heat-seeking missile on Meadows. Brings him down. Great tackle from the junior Eli Scott.
Yeah, comes off the edge there. Really fast edge rusher for the Tigers.
Yeah, with the way this defense is playing, I don't know why you wouldn't go for 4th down.
Myers going to drop back. Has pressure. Going to throw this one to a man wide open. It's going to be caught, and the helmet comes off. Joshua Askew with a great catch. And a little bit of extracurriculars after, but no penalty thrown.
Cash Reef, red zone threat, number 4.
And Myers going to throw this one up the middle to Askew. Askew going to make a few men miss, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Askew almost steps out of bounds, but he gets in for the Tiger touchdown, and it is now 34-0 just before the half as the Tigers extend their lead yet again.
Man, we call his name again, Reese. Joshua Askew making things happen after the catch. Little dink and dunk play. Myers dumps it off to him. Askew shows off his speed. 6 points for the Tigers. And passes we have seen, just really elusive, but
gonna roll out here. Gonna find a man. Antonio Welch catches that one, makes a man miss, makes another man miss. And he is just gonna come down near the 50-yard line. Great moves there from Antonio Welch.
Man, Welch looking like a human joystick out there. Getting the ball to him, making 2 people miss. See Myers rolling out right. Giving it to Welch. 1, 2. Woo-wee. Welch making people look silly out there.
Yeah, Myers just been able to set his feet, also roll out, and just make some great throws tonight. Yard line. And like you said, like to see Antonio Welch on this play.
Yeah, we got 2 tight ends in.
And Myers going to roll out to the right, going to try to find a man open, and is going to be caught by Antonio Welch. Fumbled in the end zone. But they are going to rule it a touchdown, so Antonio Welch does get the touchdown after the late hit, but I believe maybe they're calling that Joshua Askew might have recovered it, but it still is a Tigers touchdown. And Antonio Welch, I guess you could say, scored that one, and the Tigers extend their lead.
Yeah, Welch right here, 5. Myers rolls out right, wide open Welch. Big hit, able to get the ball past the plane. Touchdown Tigers, great drive from Antonio Welch, really leading his team down the field. And Casey Myers, another passing touchdown. This Auburn Tigers offense really showing no flaws so far in this game.
Great so far, and then see Joseph Daniel puts that one up and through. So the Tigers extend their lead 41-0. So 2 Devil teams coming into Auburn. And Auburn hopefully take care of business with both of them. It's going to be another run from Caleb Thomas. And that should do it for the game, as obviously both teams going to meet in the middle. But Auburn is going to take the win 41-7. They will improve to 5-1 on the season and extend their winning streak to 4 now. And then Moody drops this one, and they will go to 4-2 on the season. But a great game for both teams. Moody just really had some mistakes that hurt them early on in the game, and Auburn was just firing on all cylinders and looked good throughout the whole entire game. But from me, Reese Kinder, and my co-host James Tippins, we hope you guys have a good evening. Joshua Askew had 4 receptions for 59 yards. B.J. Collins, 6 receptions for 45 yards. Antonio Welch had 9 receptions for 139 yards. That's one of those big games we saw. It's going to be a screen pass here to Welch to the outside near the 40-yard line. He's going to cut up and get a first down. Early play call from the Tigers. Myers going to drop back to throw here. He's going to try to find a man open. It's towards Reef. Reef's going to catch it near the 40-yard line. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to cut up field to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Looks like he's going to step out of bounds, actually, so it will not be a touchdown. Raised his foot on that white paint. If he did not do that, Auburn would be up 7-0 right now. So Myers with the empty set yet again. Myers going to throw another screen pass to Welch. Welch is going to cut up field. He has blockers. Welch going to cut across the field to the 10, to the end zone. Antonio Welch in for the first score of the night for the Tigers.
It's really interesting you see here, this is the touchdown play. Watch these 3 receivers right here pick up the defensive backs and blocked. Antonio Welch has got that breakaway speed, makes a couple people miss, lets them do the rest. But I love Keith Etheridge's play calls, just getting the ball in the playmakers' hands, letting them do the rest. Casey Myers getting it to him quick. You can see these 3 blocks. Cash Reef with a heck of a block. Carver offense.
Yeah, weird set here. Crumpton going to fake the handoff. He is going to throw this one. Going to try to find a man. Crumpton's going to run with it. He's going to be brought down. Colin King with a huge tackle for loss.
My goodness.
No, it actually looks like he will gain a yard on that.
Pocket collapsed. Crumpton had nowhere to go. See Big Z over here. Colin King in the backfield. Boom, able to bring him down. Great job again by this Auburn defensive line, just being everywhere all at once.
Teamed and great players on this Auburn defense. Tarver going to get the handoff here. He's going to make a few men miss, but Carnell Jackson and Aiden Parker there yet again, just getting a big stop.
Just swallowing up this run game. It started with Greg Williams on the blitz. Tarver had to see right here. Greg Williams getting there. Wasn't able to finish the tackle, but then Carnell Jackson.
Forcing that pressure for
Yeah.
Tarver to get outside. And
This defensive line is just unstoppable right now.
yeah, you saw Colin King too coming in there at the end. Another blitz here for the Tigers. Crumpton going to have to find someone open. He's going to run to the outside. He's running all over the backfield, slipping. He's going to make a man miss. He's going to throw this one downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Great footwork there by Zion Crumpton, but a little scary as Carver almost got a sack.
Wrecking havoc again, bringing the pressure. Greg Williams, just a pesky defender being all over him. Crumpton showing that athletic ability, able to stay up. That ball was just nowhere close to his receiver.
Crumpton going to hand this one off to Tarver yet again. He's going to be brought down by Colin King. Another big tackle. Now they're going to go for it here. Crumpton going to drop back. He's going to find a man wide open, but it's incomplete.
He had 2 men open. Would have been a first down, but Auburn's defense gets the big stop.
Yeah, that's Graham Fordhofer right there. You said it, Reese. 2 receivers wide open. Left side of the field, Graham Fordhofer just coming in. Great stop by him. Crumpton put a little too much under that ball. He's got to throw that on the line to get his receivers quicker, but great job by Fordhofer.
I'm not even sure if he knew who he was going to throw it to there.
Yeah, he had 2 guys right there.
So Crumpton going to fake, or he is going to hand this one off to Tarver this time. Tarver's going to go up the middle, or go up the side for a few yards, but he's going to be brought down by that Tigers defense.
You know, coming into this game, Scott Goolsby and this defense definitely were game planning for this run. We see it right here. Little outside run. Greg Williams, first guy to get there. Carnell Jackson finished him off, but this Tigers defense not letting Carver get any of these rushing yards early.
That's a man in motion. Crumpton going to drop back to pass here. Has a lot of pressure, and Crumpton's going to be brought down by Greg Williams with the sack. Big sack by Greg Williams.
Yeah, he's back. Number 3, Greg Williams, been doing it all year. Just outruns number 54, the left guard. Greg Williams, just a heat-seeking missile off the edge, able to bring down the elusive Crumpton. This Tigers defense stops him on 3rd down once again. The Welch.
Myers empty set. Myers going to run it up the middle himself. Actually going to throw this one down the field. It's going to be caught by Joshua Askew for a touchdown. Wide open man. Auburn extends their lead 13-0 on the Joshua Askew touchdown to 14 now after a great drive to start.
Yeah, you see right here, Welch right there. Steps up in the pocket. Great pocket awareness. Delivers a great ball to Askew. Puts it right where it needs to be. In stride. 6 points for the Tigers and a quick 14-0 lead.
See, there is a running back in the backfield. That is Tarver. Gonna hand it off. He's gonna be brought down.
My goodness, Greg Williams just lurking back there. Shoots up the gap, brings down Tarver.
It's gonna be a 3rd and really long here.
See right here, Greg Williams just lurking. Shoots that gap, brings down Tarver. He's a menace for this defense.
Yeah, Carver lucky it wasn't a safety, because if Tarver was maybe right there in that blue, Greg Williams would have had that safety. It's going to be a 3rd and extremely long now for the Wolverines as this first quarter's nearing its end. Backed up at the 1-yard line. And he's going to fumble. And Crumpton going to have to make a few moves. He's just going to throw this one deep. It's going to be incomplete. But it will. We'll see if it's going to be intentional grounding. Looks like there was an eligible receiver, but Crumpton lucky that that was not a safety.
Yeah, just dropped the snap. Again, Greg Williams is back there, creating the pressure. Was able to get rid of it, but man, this Carver team has little to no positive yards on offense.
3, 1st and goal here. Myers going to run this one up the middle. He's going to get a few blockers. He's going to go into the end zone. And Casey Myers gets into the end zone on that score. So the Tigers expand their lead to 20 now. Extra point would make it 21. And great job by that Tigers offensive line there. Kept pushing Casey Myers and got him past the plane.
Yeah, Hampton Jordan there in motion. Getting some blocks. Tucker Aubin up front. Following the center, that's what Casey Myers was doing. Athletic. Take it off with his legs. Arm's not working right now.
Now Crumpton going to drop back to pass. He's going to try to step up in the pocket. And he's going to be brought down. A huge tackle. Huge sack for Greg Williams. I mean, coming back off the injury, and he's just showing out.
Man, he sure is back like he's never left. Old Greg Williams. Colin King forcing him out. Greg Williams just shoestring sack. Calling his name again. It's his 1st sack of the night. 2nd tackle for a loss. That puts Carver in the negatives for total offensive yards this first half. Not what you want to see.
And Auburn trying to get up 28-0 here in the second quarter. Myers going to drop back to throw. He has a lot of pressure. Myers going to fire up the middle. It is caught for a touchdown. Great catch by Antonio Welch. Another touchdown pass caught by Antonio Welch. Joshua Askew.
Yeah, you see right here, Casey Myers just able to stay in the pocket. You know, that takes guts with the defense bearing down you and still able to make a great throw, a little off balance. But yeah, Askew downfield again. That's the second one of the night. Right here again, Myers should be able to stay in the pocket. Deliver a strike to Askew. Tigers offense just punching Carver in the mouth right now.
Yeah, Askew so fast you couldn't even tell which number it was.
Yeah.
It was either Welch or Askew. I mean, they so far tonight, both players have just done outstanding. We saw Welch start the game off with the touchdown, and Askew, 2 touchdowns already tonight receiving, and both of them have been deep balls from Casey Myers. So the Tigers expand their lead 28-0. Down. Myers going to draw back to pass here. Has a lot of pressure. Fires it up the middle to a man wide open is Jaden King. Jaden King going to go up the middle. Near the 30-yard line, he's going to be brought down.
Go for this one, but take 3 points anytime we can get it.
And Daniels' kick is up and through, so Auburn expands their lead 31-7 with 43 seconds to go here.
This Auburn run game.
Yeah, so second down and long here for the Tigers to start this first drive. And Myers has a little bit of trouble finding a man. Gonna find a man down the sideline. Is caught by Cash Reef, and he's just gonna walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, that was just a great play from Casey Myers. Going through his progression, pocket collapsed. Cash Reef able to make a play, get downfield, make his defender miss, get open, get some space. Myers throws another great ball on the run.
For the Wolverines. Man in motion. Crumpton gonna fake the handoff, gonna run it himself, and he's going nowhere. Aiden Parker with a huge sack.
Aiden Parker just plants his, you see number 11 right here, reading his eyes, plants his foot in the ground. Big time tackles all over Crumpton. Seen a lot of that tonight. Just great job just reading that offense. That's what you need from a linebacker. A big linebacker like him can see the whole field. Run that earlier. You know, Crumpton's got the legs, but
Not gonna be a handoff here. It is just gonna be brought down by that Tigers defense, and that is going to do it for Auburn versus Carver. Auburn gets a big win and locks up the number 2 seed in playoffs. Auburn wins 41-7 against the Carver Wolverines. Hello everyone, and we are moments away from the start of this matchup between your Auburn Tigers versus the Vestavia Hills Rebels. For those just joining us, I am Maurice Kinder. Alongside me, my partner Trip Upton. Trip, this is a huge game for 7A playoffs, and Auburn coming in here at home playing a Vestavia Hills team who's been just hot this season in general, and Auburn also hot this season. Trip, big matchup.
Yeah, man. I mean, you saw it. Look at the pregame atmosphere. Shout out our camera crew catching those fireworks. It is a big fight feel on the plains at Duck Sanford Stadium. Vestavia Hills, they're a good ball club, but they've struggled away from home. 1-2 on the road. lost to Hewitt Trustful and Thompson. Only win is against 1-9 Tuscaloosa County. Will that road curse keep up with them for a team that's been absolutely electric at home? We'll see after the kickoff right here to start this game.
And Joseph Daniel going to kick this one away. He's had a lot of touchbacks this season. That's going to be another one. So Vestavia Hills starting with the ball, and it is Charlie Taffy coming out leading this offense for the Rebels.
Yeah, Taffy, a veteran senior, he is a guy at Vestavia Hills, born and bred. He has lived all his life wanting to be a Rebel, and that's what he's got the opportunity. He's played in this environment before. He's going to try and get it this time.
Yes, a 1st and 10 here to start for the Rebels. It's going to be a pass. Taffy looking up the middle, finds a man wide open. That's going to be a first down and more. And like we mentioned in pregame trip, those intermediate passes are already working. And Vestavia Hills is a fast-paced team, so they're going to run this one immediately.
They love tempo.
And Answorth with the catch on that last play. So man in motion here. Taffy going to throw this one outside to the 40-yard line, to the near the 50-yard line. He gets over the 50. Looks like they're going to mark him right at midfield. And it looks like they will give him that first down. So Vestavia Hills already off to a fast start on this Auburn defense.
Yeah, great catch like there for Luke Stubbs, number 14, on the screenplay.
Taffy going to hand this one off. And he's going to make a man miss to the 40, and he's going to be brought out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
So Auburn has got to do something.
And now going to be a handoff up the middle, and it is a touchdown for the Rebels. You see the flag come in late, but that will be 12 men on the field. It's a touchdown from Carson Purdy to start this playoff game. And Myers going to fake the handoff here. Myers running around in that backfield, and he's going to pump fake the throw. He's going to throw this one fire, and it's caught for a first down by the Tigers. And that is Antonio Welch, another elusive wide receiver on this wide receiving core for the Auburn Tigers.
See again, another 5-wide look. Probably will see King in motion.
Man in motion as well. Just a double reverse pass, but it's fumbled, and it's recovered by the Rebels. Joshua Askew had it on the double reverse, but fumbled the ball, and the Rebels come up with the turnover.
Big heads-up play right there by number 26 for Vestavia Hills, Walker Hogue.
And now you see Taffy and the Vestavia Hills Rebels offense coming back out now. And they went down and scored really fast last time. And Taffy going to fake the handoff here, but he's going to make a man miss, and he's going to throw this one to Purdy. And Purdy's going to be wide open to the 30, to the 20, and he's going to be brought down just near the 20-yard line in a great catch and run by Carson Purdy. Yeah, now 1st and 10. Not a 1st and goal. Got to get 10 more yards for that, but we'll see what the Rebels can do. Taffy going to run this one up the middle, and he's going to go in for the score. Charlie Taffy with a huge 11-yard run for the score, and Vestavia Hills already up big in this game to start with only 7 minutes in this first quarter.
In the water, if they go down too much early, this game might be over before the second quarter even starts.
And Daniel's punt is blocked. It's up in the air, and this one's going to be possibly recovered by the Rebels, and it will be. They moved it back, but it's going to be near the 15-yard line, and just another miscue from the Auburn Tigers, and this is going to set up Vestavia Hills to possibly go 21-0 in the first quarter. So the crowd getting loud here on 4th and 1. Auburn putting every big man up front, tapping to the outside, lined up at receivers. It's going to be a wildcat play here. Going to run it up the middle is Purdy. Purdy gets in to the end zone. He flips in, and it is going to be 20-0 here. And the Rebels just roll in this first quarter to start the second quarter. So 1st and 15 here for the Tigers. Myers going to draw back the throw. He's going to fire this one deep. It's going to be caught near the 50-yard line. And he's going to be pushed back a little bit, but it looks like he'll be marked down maybe just short of the first down marker. And a great catch there by Antonio Welch, his 3rd of the night.
Hey, big players make big plays. A great pitch and catch from Myers to Welch. Almost a first down. They're going to mark it just a hair short. They might bring the chains out to take a look. Ball last week. Looks like the Red Devils scored.
And Myers going to run it up the middle, and he's going to continue to push, and he's going to get that first down with ease. And just a great design run there from Casey Myers, running it right up the middle, getting his lineman to block, and great job from the Tigers to move those chains.
Myers running the football, getting first downs.
And slips there. Myers runs up the middle. It is a touchdown
for the Tigers, and Auburn is on the board in the second quarter.
And that's how you respond, Reese. A great play going 80 yards right through the heart of Vestavia Hills into the end zone for a touchdown. Kason Myers put the team on his back right there, running the ball right up the middle, throwing it to the wide open wide receivers. The Auburn offense said it might have.
Here, man in motion. And Taffy gonna fake the pitch here. Taffy has pressure. It's batted up. It's intercepted by Colin King. The Tigers are in business.
That's my guy, Colin King on the tip drill interception. Mass Media's own. Welcome to Death Row, Charlie Taffy in this Vestavia Hills offense. It's getting absolutely electric in the duck. Great players make great plays. Colin King, 3 tackles against Vestavia, an interception against Vestavia, and now we're cooking with gasoline. Oh my goodness.
Man, I jumped out of my seat there, Trip. I mean, that one was insane. I mean, Colin King getting the energy in the booth and the stadium back. And just this Tigers offense in business now. And Myers going to hand this one off to King. King going to the outside. He makes a man miss, and he gets 5 yards on that run. It came out again. Who knows what would have happened. But you see Auburn now trying to make it a 1-score game. And Colin King and Carnell Jackson coming in now, and we've seen this before. Carnell Jackson ran it in against Dothan for a rushing touchdown. Can he do it again here?
Yeah, as our executive producer, Mr. Diller, likes to call this the freak package. These guys are just some athletes.
Myers going to hand this one off to Jackson. And big Carnell Jackson in for the touchdown. He pushes his way in, and the Tigers are 1 score away from a tie.
And Carnell Jackson, his 2nd touchdown in 2 weeks, his 2nd touchdown in his career. I love that jump cut he made. Omar Maps, it's got to be watching some there with a smile on his face.
So now Taffy, the offense, back out there, man in motion. And Taffy going to run this one to the outside, but he's going to be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. It's Aiden Parker.
Just absolutely read that play perfectly. They sent 2 men in motion, moved the tight end Will Ainsworth, and then moved the receiver Zach Laws. And just, even though all the blockers were on one side, so are all the Auburn defenders. Aiden Parker meets his man in the middle.
And so now handoff there. He's going to be brought down. A big hit there from Greg Williams.
This Auburn defense starting to play like their helmets are on fire.
And now Taffy going to fake the handoff here, throws it up the middle, and it's incomplete. Batted away from this Tigers secondary, and a great play for Forthroffer on that pass. The Tigers 40-yard line. Myers going to fire this one up the middle, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down. And what a catch. I mean, spectacular catch from Cash Reed. It looked like he just turned around and did a 360 spin while he caught that one.
There's catches in traffic, and then there's catches in Atlanta metro rush hour traffic. There was some people all around him, and he just fits the ball right behind Grayer Mannon's face and gets the first down into Rebel territory.
So I'll ask you in motion there. Myers makes a man miss, and he's going to be brought down. Looks like he gains 7 on that gain. Will he bring out Joseph Daniel, who struggled from field goal perspective, but it looks like he's going to keep the offense on the field. Welch in motion. Man missed, it looked like. And we'll see. And it's going to be a offsides penalty. And this is going to get the Tigers the first down. You saw the crowd just going insane.
I mean, the unit shaking the cam offsides. I saw Coach Evans visibly upset. Normally, Vestavia Hills is the one that gets the teams to jump off sides with their fancy sets and their fancy motions. Auburn just said, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Just go hard count. We dare you to jump.
Now Myers going to drop back here. Going to find a man open on the side of the field. It is Cash Reeve.
Knocking on the door of the red zone.
And now Myers going to drop back here. Going to have a lot of pressure. Going to run it to the 20-yard line, near the 10, and he's going to get past the 10-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 8.
Just getting it inside 5 yards. Maybe get a little bit closer. We could see the freak package again.
And Myers going to run this one up the middle. It's a touchdown for the Tigers, and the game is 1 point away from being tied from down 21-0 to back to a basically 0-0 ball game if you tie this thing.
And the momentum right across that sideline, faster than you could even spell momentum, Reese Kinder. It has been absolutely fantastic. 9 minutes, 21 points for the Auburn Tigers, probably outpacing that fast Vestavia Hills offense. Just been absolutely incredible as the PAT right here to tie. Let's see it.
Daniel's kick is up and through. So the Auburn Tigers from 21 down come back and tie this game up.
He can do on 3rd and really long. And now Taffy going to draw back, has a lot of pressure. Going to try to step up in the pocket. Taffy going to the outside, finds a man open downfield, wide open to the 30, to the 20, and he's going to walk into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Luke Stubbs.
Looks like they're saying go back. There might be a flag on the play. Was he past the line of scrimmage on that one? He stepped up and was running for a long time. You see the white hat going for the call. If he's past the line of scrimmage, we saw this in the Hoover game. That exact scenario happened where Taffy stepped up in the pocket on the run, threw to a wide open guy on a busted coverage, and that was a penalty, lost it down. This could be 4th down in a 7-point swing. Holding.
Will be a holding here, and that penalty will be.
Oh, 2 penalties.
Yeah, 2 penalties. And that's going to be.
Lost it down.
Yeah, lost it down. So it's going to be 4th down, and Vestavia Hills thought they had the touchdown, but was not able to get it due to the fact of the flag. So now the Rebels are going to have to end up. It looks like punting this one away. Auburn's able to score here. This could get them the lead before half, but no mistakes or anything. And now Myers going to try to throw this one, has pressure, and he's going to fire it to King, but it's going to be caught, but it looks like they'll mark him inbounds.
Did not like that idea right there by Myers. He should have thrown that one away, not tried to force a touchdown. That could cost them in this game, but a great second quarter. Again, it's Ali, Frazier, Pacquiao, Mayweather, Auburn, Vestavia, just an absolute boxing match of 2 halves.
Yeah, certainly great first half, and Casey Myers dropping back here. Gonna fire this one downfield, caught by Levi Kelly, and makes a man miss. Down almost near midfield. Great throw to start this first half, or the second half for Casey Myers. And like you mentioned, Tripp, that first half for Casey Myers really got going in that second quarter. The Tigers got 20, or they got back tied after giving up 21 unanswered points.
Yeah, beautiful sail concept on that play right there.
Now Myers going to throw this one to the sideline yet again. It's going to be caught by Joshua Askew, and he's going to be out of bounds near the 35-yard line. Looks like the 37.
We'll see if Joseph Daniels can put this one up and through. Daniels' kick is up,
and it is through. So the Tigers get the lead here in the third quarter with 10:01 to play.
Time that they have some scripted plays and try and get some first downs.
Now Purdy in motion, and now you see Taft going up the middle, and Taft going to the outside, makes a man miss to the 30, still going to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, still going to the 20, near the 15-yard line. He's down near the 10, and just a huge run from Charlie Taft.
Yeah, and everyone's sprinting to the line right there. Taft just looking great. That was a great play right there for the quarterback, just running right through the heart of the Auburn defense.
Taft and his offense. See what he can do here. Gonna fake the handoff to Purdy. Taft going to the outside. He's gonna make a man miss and dive into the end zone. It is going to be a touchdown for the Rebels.
And that's Charlie Taft basically doing the whole thing himself. Put about 81 rushing yards on that drive right there. That'll look nice in the stat book.
We'll see Auburn's offense come back out again and just see what they can do. But last drive, pretty good drive, but it ended in some penalties. So we'll just have to see if Casey Myers can lead the Tigers down and answer.
Yeah, onside kick. Looks like the Tigers were covered. I thought they'd do that. That tricky. We'll try to do a little squib kick, catch the Tigers off guard. Great play, heads up.
Business here, just behind the 25-yard line. Gonna hand it off to J.J. King. J.J. King finds a hole to the 10, makes a man miss, and he's still going. J.J. King down near the 5-yard line. Looks like it'll be the 2 or 3-yard line here, but a big hole for the running back, J.J. King. We talked about in pregame, we wanted this running game to open up, and right there, J.J. King finds a big hole.
look how fast he went from 0 to 100, looking like he's an airboat in the bayou of Florida or Louisiana, just 0 to 100 real quick.
Now Myers alone in the backfield. Myers going to run this one up the middle. It is another touchdown for the Tigers, and the Tigers get the lead back. Casey Myers runs it in for 6.
You know, I've been calling this a boxing match all night, and that's a great punch right there by Casey Myers in this offense. The running game starting to complement the passing game. It was, you know, a key that we had early on to this game. If Auburn could run the ball effectively, set up those passing games, force this Vestavia Hills defense to stay honest, and that's exactly what they've done. You see Casey Myers, I believe his second rushing touchdown, and he's just been the wheel, the engine that drives this Auburn nice Ferrari. Gonna take a wide receiver, and there's a wrong answer at every choice.
And Taft is hit, and it's caught by a man. It's Luke Stubbs who's wide open, and I don't know how Taft made that play happen, but he did. Luke Stubbs just had a bunch of room to catch that ball, but it looked like Taft got laid out, and possibly that could have been an interception if it was short. We thought it was here in the booth, but you saw Taft was able to make a good play out of it, and the Rebels are in business.
Defense has to be careful for a fake.
Morgan's kick is up, and it is through. So the Rebels make a good kick there to tie this game and make it 31-31 with 4:55 to play here in the third quarter. And so far, Trip, this second half is just looking like the first half did. It's just back and forth scoring for both teams. Yeah, so Myers empty set in the backfield here. He's going to drop back, going to fire it up the middle to Levi Kelly, and is caught, but he is brought down.
Especially with a defense that has a different look every time.
So Myers drops back, fires it, and then it's tipped and intercepted by the Rebels. And they're going to have to return this one, and he's still going. And it looks like he might get a pick six. Has few men to beat, but he's going to be brought down at the 20-yard line, and just a huge mistake from quarterback Casey Myers, firing it into double coverage, and that one is intercepted. So now 26-yard field goal here for Morgan, and his kick is up, and it is going to be through. So the Rebels capitalize off of the Casey Myers turnover and get up by 3, 34-31 here. The Tigers are down by 3, and the Rebels get some points up on the board yet again.
Now having the ball at the 20, touchback, let's just reset. That last drive just didn't happen. Let's just go back and score.
And now Myers going to drop back here. He has a man. He's trying to find a man. He's going to fire it downfield, and it is going to be caught. And it's Antonio Welch. He's going to the 30, to the 20. He's still going to the 15, to the 10. He breaks the tackle. He scores. Antonio Welch into the end zone.
Oh my goodness! What just happened? Antonio Welch, 80 yards right through the heart of Vestavia Hills. Just on the deep crosser, Casey Myers putting every single fiber of muscle into that pass on the run of his back foot. My voice is going out. I'm freaking out. Almost a tackle in the back end, but Antonio Welch, great player, step up and make great moments. Antonio Welch takes the lead back for Auburn.
And now Joseph Daniel with the extra point. It is up and through. So the Tigers gain a 4-point lead. It's just been back and forth for both teams. And I mean, that one was exactly like the Colin King interception. We jumped out of our seats here in the booth in Duck Sanford Stadium. You saw the camera shake. Everyone was literally on their feet for that touchdown. And the Tigers answer after the Rebels get 3.
It was in the fourth quarter a little bit, but Vestavia not the biggest fourth quarter scorers either, so maybe something's got to give here.
Now Myers going to hand this one off to King. King making a few men miss. He's going to cut up near the 20-yard line and get the first down. Good job by J.J. King to just continue to run and get those first downs. What Casey Myers can do with an empty set, no running back in the backfield. Now Myers going to drop back, has a lot of pressure. He is hit, and it is caught by Joshua Askew, but it looks like he will be brought down short of the marker, and it looks like a late flag comes in. You see in the secondary, and we'll see what this call is.
Could be a late hit of some kind or a late block. I mean, he just scaled that one. Oh, face mask. Yeah, if you look at the replay, the WOTM, just sure we have their stuff up right now, literally Josh Askew's face mask is turned at 90 degrees. That's going to be a first down half the distance to the goal right there. Yeah, face mask. That was pretty blatant, Reese. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. I saw that one too. Trip, and you can see where Askew's face mask just basically turns 90 degrees.
Yeah, let's watch it on our replays because, you know, with our fantastic camera crew that's been here all night. Let's watch. Fires it.
And you see,
Yeah,
it's a
you can see his
90-degree turn.
neck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that, you know, just mental mistakes right there. He was already going to the ground. You had him in a 4th and 1. They're probably going to kick, only up 7. And now they're going to have 4 shots in the end zone with only 5 yards to go.
And Myers going to make a man miss. He's going into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Tigers. And Kason Myers' 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. You see his celebration there with the 3.
Yeah, I mean, the hat trick of touchdowns by Myers. And that is going to extend this lead to a 2-score game, the biggest lead tonight by the Tigers. And that was very impressive. Actually, that was his 4th touchdown of the night.
4th touchdown.
I just looked back at our notes. Yeah, I mean, hey, Kason Myers, have a day. 15. You can make an I mean, he's playing better than probably anyone I've ever seen play. He's he's just locked in the flow state. Let's watch this replay right here. Macer's quarterback draw, late shift motion, brings the linebacker over. He just follows his blocker. Great play right there by RJ Davidson, putting the 2nd level block down on that safety and linebacker, opening up that hole. And Kason looking like a Haynes King, looking like a Josh Allen, looking just like a mobile quarterback. Watch it again. See, just cuts it in, cuts it out, forces it. Great blocks by all the wide receivers as well. And now Auburn looks like if they can get a stop right here, or and take some time off the clock, they could go ahead and charter a bus out to Daphne. They're bringing back Sloan Morgan, but they got to be careful because the Tigers are going to send everybody.
And Morgan going to be able to punt this one deep, way deep. Casher will be able to return this one. Go to the outside, has a wide open side of the field to the 30-yard line, brought out of bounds. Gets great field position. Looks like he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
As much time as humanly possible, give them the least amount of split-second chances to score that they can muster. Looks like J.D. Pate coming into the game here.
Yeah, J.D. Pate coming in as quarterback here. Pate going to hand this one off to King. King going down the sideline to the 10, and he's in the end zone. And that might be all she wrote for this game. And the Tigers expand their lead, and is now 51-34 with a huge run from J.J. King to the end zone.
Yeah, well, that play, looking at it, he ran it up the sideline, and he gave the WOTM cameraman a point with 10 yards to go. That's just kind of speed you can't teach. Joe Daniels here on to kick the extra point and throw this combined point total into 86 combined points.
Yeah, really long 4th down here. 4th and 19. And Taft going to have all the time in the world. Going to run around back there in the backfield. We'll see if they get him. And Taft is going to fire this one deep. And it is going to be... Is that caught? He caught it for a touchdown off the tip.
Hey, shout out Grayson Harper. We got to see a replay of that. That was incredible. Just the long pass. You think the play's over. You think the play's dead. Watch Taft running around, stepping up in the pocket. I thought Cardell Jackson's going to get him surely. Colin King's going to get him surely. Puts it up, and it's just tip drill. One hand, 1 foot. What a play. Highlight reel. Hey, you lost the battle, or you lost the war, looks like it, but you won the battle with that play. I am impressed. Grayson Harper, ESPN Sports Center, top 10 highlight. He's just been absolutely electric. I'll be definitely following this young man's career at Vestavia no matter what happens.
And Taft brought down, and that is going to do it for the game. Elijah Scott seals the deal, and the Tigers are moving on. They're going to Daphne next week for 2nd round playoff action, and just a great way to finish a game that the Tigers undoubtedly battled through adversity.
And most importantly, congratulations, Keith Etheridge, win number 200 on the career. I know they're celebrating from Leeds to Oxford, down south in Duck Sanford Stadium. They are celebrating this one. Congratulations. And now, even though they lost the first one to the Rebels, the Empire struck back. Auburn pulling out a win. Coach Keith Etheridge getting number 200 on his career, and that will do it. Auburn winning this one and moving on to the second round to Daphne, Alabama, down in the Bay.
Hang on, Rick. James, the athletic. You're the athletic director. What do you have for us?
I got a special presentation. Coach Keith Etheridge, 200th win against Miss Stevie in the playoffs. Let's go! Let's go!
So let me show you. Hey, good job. Let me show you for presentation purposes. Here you go. All right. The first 12 minutes, holding that ball was probably questionable. We talk about the fight of your kids and just got back and just 52-20 run to end the game.
Yeah, I mean, our guys, they never quit. They play their guts out. Coaching staff did an amazing job this week, the last 2 weeks getting ready for this game. And what hurts me is somebody had to lose this game. The number 2 team, number 4 team playing each other in the first round. They got a great football team. This should have been a semifinal game. I really believe that. And, but that, it's happened. I got so much respect for Coach Evans and his group of coaches and those kids, because their kids played their guts out too.
One point of emphasis all season long to make your offense really go was to being able to try to establish some type of run game so your offense can be so balanced. Talk about Kaysen really making that effort not to utilize him as the running back and really running him tonight a lot.
Yeah, and we've tried to keep from running him too much because you don't want to get him banged up, but he does such a good job of running the ball, getting downhill. And JJ played great tonight. He ran the ball great too. Huff came in the end right there and gave us a couple carries. So we just got to continue to get better. It's always great to get this first one, man. I'm just so blessed. And 200 wins, that comes with having a lot of great players and a lot of good coaches that coach with me.
Speaking of those great players and great coaches, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about the adjustments your defense made and how they really played so much better in those last 3 quarters.
Well, Coach Goose is the best in the business, I promise you. He's an unbelievable coach, and the coaching staff, that defensive coach staff did an amazing job. And same thing with the offensive coach staff. We didn't score the first couple of drives either, and then we made some adjustments offensively and put a lot of points on the board.
Coach, congratulations. Win 200, but I know even more important than win 200 is you were 1-0 this week, and you get to call a practice for Sunday afternoon here at school again and advance to the quarterfinals.
So excited to get to spend another week with these kids. That's what it's all about.